All right, welcome to the last section of this module. Up until this point, you've learned a lot of the fundamentals. You've learned what a pip is. You've learned when the market opens. You've learned what a broker is. And now it's time to learn how to actually make money in the market. So are you ready? I'm sure you are. So first, we're going to look at the 3 ways on how you would analyze and develop ideas to trade the market. There are 3 basic types of Forex market analysis. They are technical, fundamental, and sentiment analysis. It's important to know all 3. Some will say one is more important than the other, but I want to compare this to standing on a 3-legged stool. If one of the stools is weak, the stool will break and you will fall, right? The same is true here. So if your trading is weak with one of the 3 types of trading, there's a good chance you will lose out on your trade. So we're going to go into more detail on each of these, but I'm going to give you a general overview in this section before moving on to the next modules where we go into a little bit more detail. The first market analysis is called technical analysis and is the framework in which Forex traders study price movement. What a lot of successful traders do is they study the history of the market to predict future movements in the market. I'm sure you've heard of the phrase, history tends to repeat itself, right? Well, that's basically what technical analysis is. If price consistently hits a point in the market and then turns the other way, then that's an indicator for traders that the same thing will most likely happen again. With technical analysis, you look for patterns in the market from the past and trade assuming those same patterns are going to continue going forward. With technical analysis, you use charts like the picture here, and you can visualize the data and find patterns. Now, technical analysis is very subjective, which is why practice in the market with a demo account is going to help you learn a ton. Just because 2 people are looking at the same chart doesn't mean they'll come up with the same analysis. In the upcoming modules, you're going to learn about how exactly to analyze these charts. In fact, by the end of these modules, you will be as smart as us and you'll really feel confident to be able to go trade manually in the market. The second type of analysis is called fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is done by analyzing economic, social, and political forces of a country that may affect the supply and demand of an asset. You may have learned before that supply and demand are what affect price. For example, if there was going to be, let's say, a Lakers game and only 20 people could attend, those tickets would probably be very expensive, right? Because the demand for those tickets would be so high, so the price then can be set high and the tickets can still be sold. So just the same as supply and demand affects the price of Lakers tickets, supply and demand of assets from a country also affects the currency exchange rate. The idea behind this type of analysis is that if a country's current or future economy is good, their currency should strengthen. If a country's economy is in good shape, more foreign businesses and investors invest in that country. So they need to purchase that country's currency in order to obtain assets from that country. In a nutshell, it just has to do with this that you're seeing in the picture. Good economies mean higher currency value. Bad economies mean lower currency value. The third and final type of analysis is called sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis is important. Each trader has his or her opinion of why the market is acting the way it does and whether to trade in the same direction of the market or against it. Each trader's thoughts and opinions, which they express through whatever position they take, helps form the overall sentiment of the market regardless of what information is out there. The problem is that as retail traders, no matter how strongly you feel about a certain trade, you can't move the markets in your favor. Even if you truly believe that the dollar is going up, but the market goes down, there's nothing you can do about it. As a trader, you have to take all this into consideration. You need to perform sentiment analysis. It's up to you to gauge how the market is feeling, whether it's going to be going up or down. And of course, you're going to get a better feel for this with practice as you start manually trading on your own. So like I said, you may be asking, which is best, technical, fundamental, or sentiment analysis? Well, one is not better than the other. They are all just different ways to look at the market. At the end of the day, you should trade based on the type of Forex analysis you are most comfortable and profitable with. To review again, technical analysis is the study of currency price movement on the charts, while fundamental analysis takes a look at how the country's economy is doing, and market sentiment analysis determines whether the market is going to go up or down based on your opinion of how the market looks and feels. Fundamental factors shape sentiment, while technical analysis helps us visualize that sentiment and apply a framework to create our trade plans. In the upcoming modules, like I said, we're going to talk more in detail about these specific types of analysis and specifically what methods and strategies you can use to make good decisions in the market. So first, we're going to really dive into technical analysis and how to analyze charts. I'm really excited for you to see this because I know a lot of this is just going to click as you start learning these different ways to analyze the market technically, and you're going to see how you could actually go into the market, start identifying these patterns and trading successfully with them. So I'm really excited for you, and I'll see you in the next module.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you join our free Discord channel to get access to all the cheat sheets and a bunch of other cool bonuses. The next video in the course is right here.